Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Randy with Manic Trail Banter, and just wanted to do a quick update on what I've got going on, maybe a little bit of mail time, and just show you some of the parts I have for Project Purple Passion. Try to get a little quick video in. I have several things recorded and just trying to edit them and to get them posted, but it's weird to try to keep the order. So you'll probably see some things be redundant or I'll just edit those parts out. But I already kind of filmed a check-in on the Project Purple Passion, and maybe I'll just delete it all together and have this be it. So I went out on a ride yesterday. It was a post St. Patty's Day group ride. I missed the group. I was there just a little bit late. I almost caught back up to them, but I'm very new to all the climbing and stuff. So it was at Antelope Island which is right off the Salt Lake, or it's right around the Salt Lake in Salt Lake City, and it was an intense ride. I mean, there's lots of flow, but then there's tons of climbing, and I was on a 26er that I just built and still feeling it out, and I mean, the bike rode fantastically. So more or less it's just up to my knowing what I'm doing and, you know, getting pumped out on trying to climb too hard or fast or things like that. So it was interesting. It was an interesting experience. So let's start with mail time first. So I've been getting a lot of parts in for this build for the Specialized. I found out it had a regular old ball bearing headset, not sealed, so I went ahead and ordered a Jessica headset for it. My son helped me remove the top caps on the frame, and so I'll have a little bit of video from that. It's kind of funny. I'll post that at some point. So Jessica headset, it is a 34mm top and bottom cup, so very standard size. This is a 2004 Specialized rock hopper, women's. So also square taper bottom bracket on the crank. And I mean, if I was Seth from Bourbon Peak and, you know, I was just flipping this bike, I probably would have greased those up and just, you know, reused them. And not to say this, you know, Seth's, I love his content, and you know, but he's just so experienced with this type of stuff. But because my wife is gonna be riding this bike, and it's made me change the way I want to do a lot of things with this bike. So I ordered an IXF crankset with sealed bottom bracket, and it is silver because I'm trying to stick with the silver and purple scheme on the bike. So, you know, all these necessities to keep it steezy. So IXF crankset came in, so I'm excited about that. And I mean, so this crankset and this headset are staples of the WolfTick Nation builds in the past. If you've ever seen their channel, I'll put a link in the description so you can check them out. I really appreciate those guys. They've helped me get stoked about building bikes and having fun with it, and they're always fun to watch their videos. And so yeah, what should I do next? I said, so in one of my other videos, I bought these. These are 510 Freerider. I didn't even say the name of the model of the shoe, so, but these are Freerider. I got these for $40 on Marketplace, and I said I wanted to do a comparison between these and Vans BMX shoes, because that's the closest thing they have to a mountain bike shoe, and I love Vans. So guess what's in this box? It's gonna happen. So I know where to cut here, but it just comes in this like bag, but I can tell it's a shoe box. So. All right, y'all. So I went with the mid tops rather than the low tops. And as I said in the video, I didn't want to do high tops, so because I felt like that's gonna be more ankle protection, and it would just be different. Then those are basically low top and mid top. So these are brand new from Source BMX, and I offered someone for a pair of these on eBay, and they turned me down. So I think they were asking like $80 for a pair. I got these from, I think it was 65 bucks. from Source BMX. These things are dope. Look at these things. Waffle cut BMX soles, supposed to be real grippy for pedals, and they feel like it, so that. And there's like this little protector on the inside where your cranks are gonna rub. So yeah, these are dope. I'm super stoked to try these out. I'm thinking actually, because I rode the Freeriders yesterday at Antelope Canyon, I might go ahead and take these and Antelope Island, sorry, not Canyon. I might take these and just do a similar ride, and that would be a good comparison. So, and obviously I'll have to try to think of different things to help compare. So I will say the Freeriders, I've been riding in just an old pair of cheap Vans. The soles in them are getting all torn up, and you know, I've slipped off the pedals off the Chester pedals quite a bit, and those pedals are pretty legit. So those older Vans, I mean, the soles are now hard and stuff like that. So, you know, but these Freeriders, man, you feel like your feet are glued to the pedals. So I just trying to learn how to wheelie out here and out front of my house, and just been riding up and down the street, and just that, I was like amazed how sticky they were. So excited to see how the Vans stack up next to the Freeriders. I'll keep you guys posted. Do a whole video segment on that. So this, can you guess the size of the box, what you think is in here? So this is kind of an oddball eBay purchase, and I don't do drunk eBay because I don't drink anymore. And we can get into that another day. If you all want to know, just leave a comment down below, and I'll tell you my story. But this is one of those things that I saw on eBay, and I was like, eh, and I watched it, and they offered me, I got this for $60, shipped, free shipping. So doesn't look like much right now. Like, Randy, what, you need another project? But this is a Marzocchi Dirt Jumper fork, and I'm really stoked to have it. So even though I'm gonna have to completely rebuild it, but yeah, so this is a eBay purchase, and honestly, we'll see what happens with it. I might throw it on the Motovacane just to try it out, but I probably will. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm doing with the Motovacane. It's too small for me, and I need to find another owner for it. So that was the mail time portion of the video. So yeah, that's kind of foreshadowing right there. Dirt Jumper fork. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? That's so cool that Source BMX sent me stickers too. That's dope. I love that. Okay, another eBay score. Okay, no, you know what? So new headset, new crank, right? The bars on this bike were 500 millimeters wide. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna grab them, show you. So these are the bars that were on this bike. And I decided I wanted to give her a little bit more modern ride. So these are Ritchie bars. This packaging is really nice, by the way. Classic mountain bar is what these are called. These are silver, and they're 800 wide, so we're definitely gonna cut them down. But I mean, just look at these things. These are classy. So classy. All right, so yeah, I'm trying to, like I said, trying to stick with the purple and the silver, periwinkle, whatever you want to call it. So upgraded bars, got brake cables sticking with the cantilever brakes, and shift set, and these are braided silver. It's gonna look really, really nice. Got some all-important valve stems, because you know, when you're a kid and you're customizing bikes, like the one thing that you have major control over is like your grips and your pedals and your valve stem caps, which were like super important. It's just like that proud ownership aspect, right? So got these are kind of like ergon, but they're not BW brand, I guess. I don't remember the exact brand, but BW ergon grips from Amazon. This is an 11-speed chain, and that'll lead into what I'm about to talk about next. This is not one I ordered for this bike. I ordered a 9-speed chain that was all silver and would have looked really nice. So I might still order a new chain for this bike. But this came with a 3x8, I think, Shimano Dior, and I was planning to switch to 1x on the front because I have this chain ring and I wanted to simplify it a bit. And then I got worried that if I switched this to a 1x and she doesn't have enough gear range, she's gonna hate me. And so obviously there's a lot that goes into that, but if she doesn't have the gear range and she actually uses the bike, yeah, she's gonna be upset about not having the gear range. Like if I have a 50 tooth on my trek and she's trying to follow me on some sort of climb, she needs to be capable of being able to do the climb. So I don't even remember how I was looking at different group sets, and I just wanted to have something that was somewhat silver. It's so stupid, I know it is, but so what I ended up, I had already bought this SLX drivetrain, Shimano SLX, and let me see, I'm gonna jump in my eBay real fast and tell you exactly what I spent on this. Sorry, I've got phlegm coming up. I'm on the second day of a shred diet. Basically, a diet that is carb cycling, so that basically keeping your body fed, but then working to burn off fat. So I'm on the second day of that. Yesterday was the first day, and it was rough, that climb yesterday. So, is it gonna show? Yeah. I don't know if y'all will be able to see this, but I spent $35 on this SLX drivetrain from eBay. It's an 11-speed, and so it came with the derailleur, clutch derailleur, Dynasis 2 clutch, and it's a little beat up, right? So I'm gonna try to kind of polish it up a little bit. It doesn't really matter, right? I'll clean it up. And then I have the shifter here. So came with this little doohickey, and I figured out that I think I can make this work. So the stock lever has this little mount for the shifter on it, built in, and I'm like, that's gonna look kind of goofy if, it is what it is. But I believe, and I already did try it, that this bolt will actually bolt through and on top of that shifter. So if I can figure out a way to modify that bracket, I'm gonna be able to mount this SLX shifter onto this Shimano Alivio V-brake lever and have that work, and she'll have 11 speeds. So it's kind of some mad science stuff going on there. And then of course, the all black cassette was just way too dark for this bike. This bike it's got a vibe. So check this out. This is like, I think it's called like ultralight. I don't remember what it's packed. Oh no, it's right here. 11 speed, 11 to 50T, rainbow. It's supposed to be ultralight, the way that it's all hollow. So, and the reviews look pretty good on these. If she's not gonna be, beating on it too hard, downhilling and stuff, it should be fine. So, check out these Chester and race face pedals, gorgeous. And actually, so these pedals came from Amazon, and this headset came from Amazon, and they have this little sticker on here that says, thanks to you, this product is getting a second chance at life, has a second life. And the pedals came with that sticker too, so I assume those must just be returns. Kind of interesting. This is a Rock Bros saddle that I picked up for the bike, mostly because, well, the old saddle's like falling apart, but it also has this kind of like purple coloration on the front, so, or top. So that's basically it. I gotta take the Manitou fork apart, and I'm gonna paint the lowers, and I already got the paint for that. It's been really cold. It's like supposed to be 50 today here in Ogden, Utah, but it's been really cold, and so painting things when it's really cold outside isn't the best idea. You really want to be able to get that paint to set in and harden and whatnot. So that's on the to-do list. You want to see the trek after the ride yesterday? I need to get out my pressure washer. It's kind of buried in the garage right now, but let's show you what the trek looks like after the ride. So, and I did finally record the bike check out at Antelope Island yesterday. And I just did it while it was dirty because, you know, whatever. Like, it was in good lighting because my lighting in this garage it's not the best. This crazy LED thing. But, you know, it's just not the best in here. So, yeah, this thing is coated in mud. So, it was like probably the first day or a couple days where you could actually go ride and not just run into like sludge, and most of the trail was dry. I did end up getting into a spot that was not dry, still quite muddy, and my ergon seat's all doity. And I did have to turn back at a certain point because the trail was so dirty. Not dirty, but muddy. And I did get very close to a Tatanka buffalo. He was just off the trail and I was kind of heading that way, kind of nervous. I got it on video, and let's see if I can get this thing. I was heading his way, and he started moving around the time I was like heading his way, and I'm like, oh no. Was this thing gonna charge me or what? And we were cool. We just kind of kept an eye on each other, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go slow and just kind of see what happens. And he started just moving off to the side, and I was like, all right, cool, you know. The first time I went to Antelope Island, I was just blown away how gorgeous it is in a certain way. I mean, it's very like arid, and there's greenery, but there's not trees and stuff. It's all salt water, but being out on this road with like bison just like right there, like you could, you know, if they were friendly, you could go up and pet them there. There's no fence, you know, and just being out there is just it just feels like you're in the Wild West, you know. It's really cool. So all right, guys, I'm trying to end this video, keep it short and sweet, and I'll get this posted today, and then I'll come at you with some more content as soon as possible as I edit things down. I've been using the GoPro, but I'm still learning how to like get the videos off of the camera so that I can edit them and things like that, and that seems like that's kind of a whole process to learn, so I'm working on it. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. So thanks for being with me, and have a great day. Peace.